Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need.
Well, welcome back to this electrifying episode of Tech Garage, brought to you by RockAuto.com. Well, I promised you the Leaf motor on a stand. Voila, there it is. A running Leaf motor, I mind you. Got it turned on and ready to go. Watch this. Got the voltage right there. Bam, 287 volts. Let go, there's the regen brake and starts to charge it back up. But Tom, before we got to this spot, I needed an expert. It's a safety guy. We touched nothing. And don't touch your electric vehicle at home. Get a professional like Tom to do it. Why, Tom?
Well, right you are, John, because personal protection equipment is very important. I've got 1,000-volt Cat 3 certified gloves on here, and we use these, face protection, etc. There's other steps, too, depending on the vehicle you need to take. Always follow the OEM recommended manufacturer specifications when you service one of these. Obviously, working in these is not real good, so our goal here is going to be go ahead and get the high voltage away from here. Then we can pull the gloves off and do our work.
Now, Tom, as a professional would do, why don't you demonstrate taking the high voltage away?
Yes, let's do that. First thing we're going to do is cycle the key off, of course. That takes the 12 volts off.
That's right.
And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the high voltage. Now, you'll notice it doesn't necessarily go away right away. Look at our meter.
There we go. So, yeah, it's dropping little by little. So it's going to take some time. So make sure you follow your manufacturer specification no matter what you're doing.
Absolutely. And that gives us some time, John, as we talk about some of these parts. Right over here, of course, we have the DC to DC. This replaces your alternator. It's a control source. It also helps recharge this high voltage battery. It also recharges the 12-volt battery down here in the case. From there, we go to the traction inverter right over here. This is what we call a stacked assembly. All the items are stacked together. Some electric cars, these parts will be in different parts, and we use wire to run to them. Then, of course, we have the recharging unit for the 110 plug-in or 220 plug-in. And then, of course, the motor, the most important part.
Yeah, speaking of the motor, you got a pretty cool trick. This is a ginormous magnet, man, almost like a starter motor or a big alternator with a rotor or a stator.
Absolutely, and it has a very, very strong magnet in it, so you want to keep in mind you don't want to be doing this all day long. So we'll show you a little trick, because there's an OEM tool to do this. There's no electricity on here whatsoever, of course, so we're going to put our can down. If you notice, basically the center is called the rotor. This is called the stator on the outside. To go ahead and service it, we can use this very expensive tool. Watch what I do. Hands are not in here anywhere. Right on the outside. There we go. Okay? So there's our rotor. Very strong magnet. Now to put it back together, it's real simple. Place it in the center. Watch what happens when I go ahead and pull this up to get it close.
Man, that is
goes right in place.
That is phenomenal.
That's how strong the magnets are.
Yeah, that is something right there. That's how we're making all this power on the regen braking and also on the motor side of it. So on our Leaf, Tom, pretty simple. I got the connector right over here. Now that it's powered down, how's our meter look?
Well, we're looking at 0 volts, John.
That's a good thing. So I don't need the gloves. I'm good to go. If I pull this out right here, you can actually see the little resistor in there. Those burn. Once they burn, I can't get any charge to the car. No charge to the car. We're not going anywhere, are we, Tom?
Here, unless you take a cutaway Prius.
Well, thanks to AVI and this incredible demo they sent up here on Tech Garage. You know, we're going to go to a commercial break, but we got our K10 with the Keep It or
Crush It!
You too, really? See you right after break. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that.
You bet.